is good, yo? It's your boy Ty back here with another video. And in this video today, guys, we're going to be talking about me being the 250K champ, struggling with these Conqueror challenges, man. I initially went through these and thought, oh, 3 triple threat offline games, this is going to be a breeze. Little did I know how hard this would be. Now, on this account, I haven't started. On my other account, I'm actually I have 9 done, okay? So I have 9 done, really, making some good progress towards KG. But here's why I was wrong, okay? These challenges are pretty difficult. Now, I'm just gonna click on a random one that I've struggled with, okay? And I think it's this one, okay? You have to win the game and grab at least 15 rebounds as a team in a triple threat offline game to 40. But the problem is you have to use 3 Lakers players. And so if I was to log in and just, let's say I was to load in with basically my no money spent, okay? My Lakers players would be James Worthy, LeBron, and AD probably. Now, with this account, it'd be easier. But let's say you're really no money spent. You don't have James Worthy. You don't have AD. Who do you have to really use? You have Sapphire, Shaq, and a bunch of golds. It is pretty tough to get done and to get accomplished. And that's just one of the challenges that I personally have struggled with. Another one, to say win the game with 3 Nets players, and you're up against, I'm pretty sure I had win the game with 3 Nets players, and I literally had to play against Dr. J. So let's say I have Darren Williams, Amy KD, and Ruby Harden. That's going to be tough to win a game with those 3 Nets players against Galaxy or, Dark Matter, Dr. J. They have a center out there who's pretty good as well. And it's not an easy challenge. And so I've lost a few of these challenges as I've personally been locked in. I've still lost, but you have to really lock in. So like the last challenge might be, win the game and don't let Antoine Walker make 2 threes. Now again, you might not think that's a big deal, but they'll randomly hit 2 threes on you and you'll have to start over. Another challenge, don't turn the ball over. Don't give up 2 steals. It's against Dillon Brooks. And you have guys out there that don't have unpluckable. And you just turn the ball over. And just like that, you got to restart a 50-point challenge. So, that's why I'm personally not as far as I should be. I still do have 9 of these things done, but I'm just not as far as I would be. And these challenges take a lot longer than I expected. Instead of this being a few hour grind like I initially stated, you're probably looking at a 15 to 20 hour grind to get KG. So, that's something to think about. You also can only pick one of the pink diamonds. It's a choice option pack. I initially thought, you'd be able to get them, but it is obviously an option pack. So, between these, you have to choose. So you have to choose between like a Kirk Hinrich, Vin Baker, and Cedi Osman. Probably choose Cedi Osman. And that's going to be another video, okay, talking about which of these you should choose specifically. But it's a little bit of a different grind than I initially thought it would be. A lot harder and a lot longer. And again, it's not necessarily that hard to do because let's say, you want to get Lakers rebounds. Well, it's not that hard because you can go in here and find Lakers players that can help you out, get this thing done. But they might be decently expensive, You might have to end up buying players and spending more on a card than you might initially think you'll have to. And that's okay. I just want you guys to understand. That's okay, but just know the grind's not necessarily as easy as everybody thought it was going to be maybe yesterday. Like this Magic Johnson. Sure, he's not that bad and would be a decent guy to have, to grind these, especially rebound challenges out. But just know, it is still at the end of the day a little bit of a grind, and it's not that easy to do. So let's say you're really bad at 2K. Honestly, I don't even know if you'll be able to get these challenges done. Like if you are not good at 2K at all, the challenges can be really difficult. So are they as hard as the taco challenges a couple of years back? No. Okay, the challenges are not that hard. They're not that bad. But I've lost my fair share of them, right? And I've been grinding for 5 hours and I got 9 done. So that shows you I'm going at about a little over 15 hour pace, probably about a 16, 17 hour pace to get in the KG as I'm personally trying to be first. But, it is a grind, and it is something that you're not going to just get done overnight. You're probably going to have to work on this for a couple of weeks. Now, a common question has been, Ty, how long do these challenges last? Well, I don't know if there's really a timer to them because I don't see a timer. And again, that might just be me, but I do not see a timer on them. which is actually a very good thing that there's not a timer on them, as hopefully they do last throughout the entire year. So if your question is, Ty, I don't really want to grind all of them. Is there any diamond specifically I would grind for? Well, OG Anunoby is a really solid diamond. Tobias Harris is really solid as a diamond. I've heard really good things about Dell Curry so far. Tyreke Evans is very solid. Trevor Ariza should be solid. There are some solid options just at that diamond tier, so don't feel like you've got to grind all of them. But as you go through it, I do think the grind is ultimately going to be worth it because you get all the diamonds, you get 6 pink diamonds, and you get obviously 2 Galaxy Opal, 1 Kyrie Irving, who I don't think is great. Andrew Wiggins should be really solid, and obviously the ultimate reward, KG, who I think is really good. But yes, I am definitely struggling with these right now, and it is going to take me over 15 hours to get these done. So I initially thought it was a few hour grind, then I went to 10 hours, and now I'm up to 15 hours. So just know if it takes me personally 20 hours to get done, don't be surprised because it is definitely a grind that is not that hard. It's not that hard. It is hard, okay? But it's not that mindless. Like, I'd rather do this type of a grind where, there is a goal instead of just having domination, win the game type things. There's different things you have to do. You have to not give up threes, not turn the ball over, stuff like that. And I personally enjoy those types of challenges a lot more than just a mindless thing. So to me, it's something I'm at least having somewhat more fun doing than if I was to just have to grind domination for a guy like Kevin Garnett. So in that respect, W2K, but this grind is no joke, man. And is it worth it? I guess I'll leave that up to you. KG is probably going to be a good, a top 5 power forward for probably the next month at least. He's probably a top 3 at least at minimum power forward in the game right now. Might even be the best power forward in the game. And so for me, that's why I think he's worth it. Plus, if you are no money spent, you're getting a lot of guys to kind of start your account off. So, if you did just kind of get the game or if you got banned and you're trying to start a new account, this is a great way to start. And honestly, you're going to get guys that can play for quite some time. But for me, the grind is not only harder, but it's going to take way longer. But I'm all about the grind, man. I've streamed earlier. I'll probably stream later on. Make sure to follow me on Twitch. And we'll just keep this thing rolling. But just kind of beware, man. You're going to need 3 players from each team. And the grind is really difficult at times. Like, you're going to be up against Dark Matter, Dr. J. And you're going to have to win the game with your random Nets players that you assemble. It's not that easy, but in the end, I firmly do believe it will be worth it for not only me, but for you guys as well. You guys can let me know down below in the comments. Have you guys started this grind? Is it more difficult than you perceived? I'm sorry that I told you it was a couple hour grind. Yes, it's a long grind, so hopefully you watch more than one video of mine because yes, this grind is a lot more difficult than I originally anticipated. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, man, I love you guys. And have a blessed day.